Welcome to high school soccer here on Spanish Fork 17, and we're here for part of the state final contest between Maple Mountain and East High. Now, the way this has all worked out is that they've brought all the teams together through a ranking scheme, and as it stands, the rankings are such that the lowest number is the highest rank, so number 1 is the most ranked team, if you know what I mean. And what we've got today is team number 7 in the ranking order, which is Maple Mountain High, and team number 10, which is East High. There's a lot to say about both these teams, how they got there, how they got these ranking positions, but I think we're going to have a very good game between two very, very good teams. Don't forget our high school sports sponsors, the car guys at the Blue Diamond Auto Group, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling and Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Mikkel Thompson and Hunter, Attorneys at Law, and the Driggs Mortgage Team. We've got about a 70-degree temperature here at Maple Mountain High School. We've got a little bit of wind out of the north, so it's a little bit cool, but that's expected to change to the west a little later, and we've got some shielding from that. We'll see if that's the way it works out. Now, as far as these two teams go, one of the things you've got to wonder is that East, they got their 10 ranking in a much more densely packed region, let's say. Teams that were a lot closer in skill to how they were. There isn't a single game where East finished early on the mercy rule, whereas we've seen at least 4 games where Maple Mountain have finished based on the mercy rule. And with that being the case, you've got to wonder, does that 10-7 leave Maple thinking it's too easy? They'll have no problem against any team that's not as good as them. Have they had enough practice, enough experience, having lost all that time in games? That may well turn out to be something interesting to see in this game, but it is a fact that Maple Mountain High are a fantastic team this year, and we're hoping that they'll go through to the next round. And speaking of the next round, what happens there, we'll get to in just a moment, but first I think we're going to stop for the national anthem, so I'll pause for a moment while we switch to the national anthem. Oh, once the teams line up, I hear. No problem. So the winner of this goes on to play the winner of today's game between Timpanogos, number 2 seed, versus Alta, number 15 seed. Now, one of the things about this is if you are the higher seed, the lowest number, you get to play at home. So that's why the number 7 seed, Maple Mountain, are playing home against the number 10 seed, East. Well, the question is, if Timpanogos win it, the next game will be recorded at Maple Mountain. I think we're going to stop in just a moment now with the teams coming out. Your officials for the game today, on the field, referee Dave Wright, assistant Ken Bryson, and assistant Tim Gardner. Thanks obviously to them for participating in the contest today. I spoke to them a little earlier along with the coaches. So we'll stop now for the national anthem. And thank you for that. We're going to introduce the starting lineups of the teams in the PA background, but let me just say that Maple Mountain, the Golden Eagles, they are the ladies playing in the dark colour, the black. They actually claim their colour is, let me get them dead right, their colours are maroon and Vegas gold. I'm looking for the maroon and I'm looking for the Vegas gold from this distance. I can perhaps sense the Vegas gold in the numbers, but their colour information in their team information for UHSAA doesn't mention the dark black shirts and shorts that they play in. Nonetheless, they do have the maroon and Vegas gold stripes on them. In addition to which, we have the East High School women's soccer, and they are playing in the light coloured shirts today. The actual colour is red and white. So red being the goalkeeper, white being the team. Well, they also have red in the numbers as well, as I look at it. So it's got to be said that looking at the results these teams have had, you've got to suspect that Maple Mountain have a bit of a chance today. Going on their results for the season overall, in the Region 8, they have 11 wins, 2 losses, and 1 tie. And the tie is not really a tie by any standard. Overall, for the season so far, 13 wins, 3 ties, and 1 loss. Whereas, now remember that 13 wins for Maple Mountain? Well, for the overall result for East girls soccer this year, it's 10 wins, 6 ties, and 1 loss. Whereas in the region it is 8 wins, 5 ties, and 1 loss, and they still ended up 10th on the state record. What is it they call them? State rank. So with all of that together, you've got to think that there's a good chance there for Maple Mountain, with the season that they've had being a much more successful one by numeric standards. And with that being the case, we have to hope then that that's what we see here on Spanish Fork 17. Remind you of your officials: referee in the centre of the field, Dave Wright, and assisted by Ken Bryson and Tim Gardner. And I think that's all the information we've managed to get out of the teams before the game starts. Looks like Maple Mountain are playing from the left, and East will be playing from the right. But I think this is going to be a game that might easily drop into the problem that we saw with the Springville game, where really the ball was just going back and forward between the two teams because the teams were about equivalent, and none of them was really running away from it, or running away with it. There's a chance perhaps that we might get that today, but I think both of these teams are going to be looking for an out-and-out win in order to take them into the next round. It's not just region play, it's state contest, and the finals coming up in a few weeks. So, could be a Spanish Fork team there from Region 8. Both these schools, 5A schools of course, and up in Salt Lake County there's a lot more of them, so it's quite a busy league up there, quite a busy region. Their coach was telling me that they have had quite a hard season when they compare it with Maple Mountain. So the Golden Eagles making their cheer, setting up to play. And the officials positioning themselves. I believe that the centre field referee is just checking everyone's behind the line on the spectators, those are viewing. Teams lined up. Referee reaches for his whistle. Both of these goalkeepers have got to be good goalkeepers to have got this far. That's one of the great things about Maple Mountain and their region. They had one of the best goalkeepers. Game on. Kick off there from Maple Mountain, goes straight out on the far side. But they throw it in right away. Yates drops it back. They try to go forward again through the centre this time. Salisbury puts it out wide. But Lewis can't keep control. The referee blows the whistle, gives a free kick to East. East High then with the free kick on the near side. They're looking to position it. Go straight down the middle, into the box. That's too easy for the goalkeeper. Not going to beat them that way. And there's one of those signs that such good goalkeepers for high school ladies soccer is that they'll easily clear the ball to the halfway line. Goes out on the far side for the throw into East. They throw it down the line. Maple Mountain not paying attention a little bit there, but they put it out on the second chance. Another throw in for East. Down the line again into the corner, but the head clearance from Maple Mountain. Liggett, lots of space to work. crosses over. It's Salisbury looking for a way through, can't find it. Cuts into the centre. Oh, Fryer almost had the chance, but the defender was there, and the defender does the smart thing, just puts it out for the throw. So we still have Maple Mountain with it. Fryer with the throw into the box, and they can't make the linked pass, and it'll clear this time and go out for the Maple Mountain throw. Maple Mountain paying attention, taking their time. No need to rush. So they work their way forward in possession and back. Van Tassel crossing over the defence. Howell out to the far side. Lewis to the line. Back to Lewis, but she can't keep control. And that'll probably go out. Yep, for the throw-in to Maple Mountain. Well, it's only 3 minutes into the game, a little early to say, but certainly the better touches of possession have come from Maple Mountain. And they still have it. They won't beat two defenders, but the defender better not try and spin around. It's in the box, needs to be cleared. That'll take the deflection from Maple Mountain and go out for the goal kick. Wind behind the ball on this. It's curled out to the left wing and out over the line. Maple Mountain with the throw. Long one down the line to make the link, but not for long, and it'll go out for the throw to the East. East have the ball in the air, takes a few nods and then goes out for another East throw. That's better. Better control from East. Not for long. Well, they pull it back and there's a free kick. Foul against East by Maple Mountain. So they'll have the free kick just inside their half. If they kick like the goalkeeper, they'll make that into the box. Maple Mountain playing their standard defence, pushing everyone forward to the edge of the box. That goes in. Too many defenders working on it. Long shot, goes over the bar. That'll be the goal kick for Maple Mountain. What Maple Mountain really needed there was just the clearance, rather than it going back and forward between players. So the goal kick changes sides back and forward, but that'll go out for the throw into East. East with the throw. Just trying to keep possession, I think. Working their way in, the defender's closed. That's better in the way of clearance. Down the line. Well, it'll switch back and forward then. East with the throw. Long one into the box. They Try to reposition, but they're heading away from it. Maple Mountain with the clearance. Going down the line, staying in possession, continuing. Well, didn't make it on the second one, but that was good work, making their way down the line to get the throw in nonetheless. Yates. Yates again. Drops back. Space out here on the near side. But they go forward. Puts possession in the hands of East. Long one into the space. It's got to be closed. Good work from Maple Mountain. Keeping possession. Fighting for it. A little too much fighting for it, I think. Free kick to East. Yes, it's a game that can get you very uptight, especially when you're playing it. Maple Mountain then. Didn't get the clearance far enough, but that'll go out for their own throw. And again. Down the line the attempt. Fry there. Finds a way through. Salisbury loses it. It's into the box. It's got to be done quickly. Good work putting it forward. Van Tassel. Like it and no one to pass to. And that'll go out for the... Didn't quite get the reason for the throw, but nonetheless. East then, in front of the box. Just need enough space for a shot, which they find. Just goes over. And goal kick. Well covered. Herron, the goalkeeper there. She had the under the crossbar area covered. Ball went over. And with the goal kick, they're back in play. Looking for a way through. That'll go out for the throw to Maple Mountain. Long one. Not long enough. Struggling for it. They've got possession and a little bit of space. Salisbury with the long one forward into the box. But it's good work being covered and allowed to just protected as it goes out on the roll, giving the goal kick to East. Taking a long time over this. Oh, we had some substitutions, of course. Good distance on the goal kick. Maple Mountain coming forward though. Straight into the wall. East on the right. They have to go through the centre. Everyone's struggling for it. They go forward again. They're going to get space in the corner if they can reach the ball before it goes out, which they do not do. Maple Mountain with the throw in on the far side. 11 minutes in, no score. Long ball forward. It's just going back and forward again like we saw it with Springville. Oh, shot this time. Well covered again. So it'll be the goal kick for Maple Mountain. I doubt a chance like that would beat Heron. Maybe better getting into the ball and hitting hard and fast. In a situation like this. But she smothers it, does well. Certainly, if you're thinking in terms of what the crowd might tell, is some of the families that are here watching East are telling them to pick it up, as if this isn't like their normal game. Long one into the box. Goalkeeper will be there. Excellent clearance. Nelson struggling for it. Can't make it. Goes down the line. Van Tassel gets there. Puts it into the centre. And forward. Liggett loses it. Now it's in front of goal again, but just got away. Oh! Referee didn't see that. Got no word from the far side linesman either. Nelson. Not accurate enough with the pass, but then again the ball forward is not accurate enough and goes out for the throw-in. Maple Mountain with the throw on the near side. Van Tassel will take it. Nelson was beaten there. She was expecting the ball to come to her. Fryer couldn't make that one. It'll go out for the throw-in to East on the far side. So you've got to ask yourself the question, what's the ratio of ball in field to ball out of field in this game so far? There's been a lot of throw-ins. A lot of safety play for some of it though. East in front of the box. Trying to turn and make a position. They can't do it. They go out wide. And free kick then. Foul by East. Long one forward. Liggett can only move it further forward. Will she make this one? Yes, she does. Needs to drop it back. Van Tassel into the centre. Swain again. Drops it back. Hull tries to get it out wide to Fryer. Too many defenders there. Going forward again. Maple Mountain. Fryer there. It's a free kick to Maple Mountain for the foul. A little too much of that. You wouldn't normally expect to see this much deliberate fouling. Perhaps a little frustration developing. But for Maple Mountain this is good. They can probably make the distance. East are doing the same sort of thing, defending on the front line of the box. Everyone runs in. Defence closes, puts it away. Another chance then for Maple Mountain. Lewis loses it. Long one forward. That's got to be offside, surely. Yep. And despite hearing the whistle, despite seeing the flag, Micaiah Hearn still saved it anyway to make sure it didn't end up in the back of the net. But it is a free kick for offside. Howell will take that from the centre of the defence. It's low. Bit of pushing going on there. Long one forward. Nelson keeps possession. Maple Mountain trying to open a space by putting the ball through. Well, that was well played. That one is going to get ugly very quickly. Good work by Maple Mountain. But they got to clear this. Okay, Maple Mountain on their way forward. That one's a foul. A little bit of disturbance among the those watching on the grounds of the earlier little piece, which was maybe 50-50 from each team in both cases. So, free kick to Maple Mountain, just inside the east half, well, maybe even 15 yards inside the east half. This will go for the far post, and with the wind, it may stay in the air a little bit, but it doesn't go up. Out for the throw-in. Van Tassel will take that, but not, because she's one of the substitutions taking place. That'll take a moment. So 18 minutes into the game, we have score still 0-0. Long throw down the line. Go out for another one. Maple Mountain can get the throw into the box from here. That's what they're aiming. Yep, beautifully done. And just a straight clearance from East. They just want it out the way. Now they're working. But a little too much struggling on that. Referee watching says it went the wrong way. So East with the free kick. And then Maple Mountain just playing the clearance. That's a little better. Took some work. They need to drop it back. They're looking for a way forward. Second time I've seen Nelson not being aware of the player behind her and the ball being intercepted by the player behind her as Nelson stood still or backed away. Into the box, it's got to be cleared. Good work. Maple Mountain still have it. Start taking it forward. Salisbury to Yates. Fryer looking for a way through. Oh, trip. Yeah. Referee having a word. And the yellow card. That one then, with the right foot, will swing towards the far post, so all it needs is a contact to go in. It'll already be heading in that direction. Referee takes a moment to make the notes. Will he reposition the wall as well? Yep. And boy, should he have needed to. Good work there. Goalkeeper's covering the far post, which is what you'd expect. Low and to the near. But wide anyway. Took an interception though. That'll go out for the corner. And from there it'll be swinging towards the goal. Yep. The wind behind it will be holding it in the air. Yep. Just needs a head. Lots of heads there to get it. Oh, goalkeeper's there. Brilliant save. And the long shot, easily taken. That was great work from Maple Mountain. The corner just put it above a bunch of heads, and then it was just who made contact, and then the goalkeeper was there to stop it. Maple Mountain fighting for it, fighting for possession. Webster can't keep it. And that goes through, knowing they're running for it. Beautiful long clearance. Everyone fighting for it at this point. And this could be the chance in front of goal. What Fryer puts it there. Well, I think if we're looking at it in terms of the way each team's played, the better organised team has definitely been Maple Mountain, and that's a good sign of it. A good bunch of linking passes up and into the box and into space, and then Fryer's there for it and puts it away, plants it, quite frankly. Well done. Can they get used to it taking 22 minutes, though, to score their first goal when we've seen so many times they did it in the first minute? What'll that do to East, though? I mean, they're not a losing team, so they're going to be looking at this as a serious issue to recover from. And Maple Mountain will get the throw from that. Nelson drops it back too far. There's another case of Maple Mountain not being aware of who was behind them. Lamont in the centre there turned as the ball past her, and only to see that there was an East player right behind her. East now coming forward. They have two there. A little bit of tic-tac-toe from Maple Mountain. Closing the defence. Good work. Referee says no. All the East fans are looking for the penalty. Maple Mountain going forward. Nelson. Well, not sure it was deliberate, but it certainly was a trip. Free kick then, Maple Mountain. They bring it through the centre. Lamont gives it away. Long one into the box. It's going to be about the run. Who's faster? Maple Mountain trying to make the clearance. Stays in the box. Referee will be having a word. East again. They go down the line. Try to turn past the defence into the centre. Ooh, that was very lucky. For Maple Mountain, that is. That would very easily have been dropping very fast just behind the goalkeeper's hands. Goal kick it is. Ball in the air. Nelson drops rather than heads it forward. And Maple Mountain get the free kick. That was good work there, because if you just nod it straight up in the air, it's another case of tic-tac-toe over who gets possession. She knew the player was there with her that time. Free kick then. Maple Mountain. Facing the goal. They keep it short. They can't link the passes in the last stage. East. Too long down the line. They'll run for it though. Maple Mountain Got to be aware. Yates looking for a way forward. Can't find it. Goes in second chance. Gets the ball. Salisbury out to this near side. Webster couldn't make the pass. East coming forward. They have only one other player forward. They can't make the pass. And again, East coming forward. Can't link the passes. But they'll go out for their throw. Long one forward. That'll go out for another East throw. From there they'll reach the box. They keep possession. Try and put it into the box. Defenders there. Good marking. Maple Mountain with space on this near side. Jackson puts it into space and she's the one running. Goalkeeper comes out. Goal box is open. Defenders covering, but they just can't get past. That was good work though in the first run. Goalkeeper came out, left the box, and at that point all the defence could really do was just be in the way. Maple Mountain with the throw. They'll drop it back. Take a little time. All the way back indeed. East End with possession. Long one forward, no one there for it. Straight to Maple Mountain. Lamont. Salisbury. Lamont again. Maple Mountain just looking for space. Doesn't work that time. And they'll take another chance. On the far side, over the top, still in play, just goes out now for the goal kick. Right across the face of the goal. It's not like we're not seeing East come forward, it's just that of the two teams coming forward, Maple Mountain are the one that looks like they're taking chances at goal. Foul there. East will have the free kick. 10.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Score standing at Maple Mountain 1, East 0. Maple Mountain got to be there. Got to get the clearance. It's all about possession here. East make the turn. Can't link up going into the centre. Nelson let it pass. And Farr can't catch. But she's got the throw. Maple Mountain then with the throw. Still in their own half, so they drop it back. And one forward. Passes all of the East midfield. And now East coming forward. Give it away. Maple Mountain. They try to move it on, but there's no link. That'll go out for the Maple Mountain throw on the near side. Webster with the long throw. East can't control it, so it goes out again. Webster again. Swain drops it back to Webster. Maple Mountain trying to do the link ups there. But then again, that's not what we're getting from East. They weren't passing that forward to link up. The only thing they could have hoped to do with that is to run at it and be faster. Good work by Jackson, turning it down the line. She's losing it though. Fighting for it. That'll go out for the East throw. And on down the line. No one there again. Maple Mountain. Needs to go forward. Fra can't reach it. East. There is about the speed run, but Maple Mountain, the two defenders closing on it. Jackson. Down the line. Long way away. In the sense that they don't have to worry about how long it's going to take East to get back here. Nearly a foul throw. Gotta watch that. Long one. That fast run attempt again. Beaten. Webster can't control it. She gets another chance, but passes her by. Long shot. Easily taken. Long kick. Maple Mountain trying to cover it when they get possession, and East going into their backs. East with 3 players forward this time. No link on the pass. Howell. Salisbury. She can't make the link. Swain still fighting for it. East make the pass. Ball up in the air. Everybody fighting for it. Maple Mountain in there. Jackson. She controlled the ball by stopping it, but she was still moving. She couldn't control her own momentum. Webster's got to get there and clear it, which she does. So that'll be the throw in to East on the near side. They're taking a while to get that done. Ball up in the air, up in the air, up in the air. And out for another throw into East. Free kick. It's right on the edge of the box. Dangerous one. Referee positions a wall. Had a feeling that he was going to bring on some of the support staff, but not for an untied lace. Three in the wall, goalkeeper on the far side. This could easily curl in at any place. It's got the wind behind it as well, such as his left. That's the way it goes. Good covering there by Herring. She did the same thing again. She positioned herself in the right place, and then when the ball came, she just got under it and covered the goal area. Goal kick it is. Maple Mountain still have it. Pass forward wasn't strong enough. Everyone fighting for it. Maple Mountain with possession for a moment. Dangerous one. But Maple Mountain have the defence covering now. Good work. Clearance needed. Good work. A little bit of assumption there from Nelson. Should have Fryer on, at least in terms of the gameplay, on her left. East trying to find a space. They can't find it yet. Long clearance. Not a long clearance. It's got to be. That's it. Nelson. Can't reach it. And another clearance. Push on the back. Well, on the one hand she didn't have possession, on the other hand it was clearly a push on the back. Maple Mountain get the free kick. That'd be for a trip there. And the clearance down the line. It'll go out. East will have to throw. Jackson struggling for it. That'll take the deflection and go for the Maple Mountain throw on the near side. They're taking their time to move forward. A link on the throw. But we do see the blunderbuss boots of Anna Salisbury. She gets in the way. Did a good job of the deflection. But now, East on the run. One defender. Good work. And good clearance. And the foul. It's great work by Maple Mountain. Sticking with it. Getting the clearance. And then the foul happens anyway. So, great work. Free kick then. Well, with 30 seconds left on this half, I doubt they're too concerned about the clock. And that'll go out for the throw, for example. East on the near side. Jackson tries to find a way through. Maple Mountain keep the links. Salisbury goes out wide. Fryer trying to find a way through. Didn't work. And that'll go out for the throw. Referee playing a little bit of stoppage time. There have been a few. the ball forward from Maple Mountain. Jackson is up forward. Not supposed to play the ball while you're on the ground. I mean, lying on the ground. Nonetheless, Yates. All the heads forward from Maple Mountain. Jackson there. Fryer. Shot. Well saved. And the clearance. And with that, the referee blows the whistle for half-time here at Maple Mountain High School in Spanish Fork, with the score standing at Maple Mountain 1, East High School 0 here in the state championship, the second round, the round before the quarterfinals. So it's looking good for Maple Mountain. It'd be great to know what the score is in the game between Timpanogos v Alta before we get to the end of the day, but not sure where to get it while I'm working. But nonetheless, a great game from Maple Mountain. They've done a great job getting forward and making their position in front of goal and taking some great shots to put it away. So hope we see more of that. Don't forget, for the second half, we will be back, but we also have our high school sports sponsors. And don't forget the car guys at the Blue Diamond Auto Group, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling and Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Mikhail Thompson and Hunter, attorneys at law, and the Driggs Mortgage team. Welcome back to second half coverage of Maple Mountain High School versus East High School in the UHSAA state final contest, and we're in the pre-quarter-final round, and it's between Maple Mountain and East. It's David Mayer here at Spanish Fork 17, and we're at Maple Mountain High School for the second half. Don't forget our high school sports sponsors, the car guys at the Blue Diamond Auto Group, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling and Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Mikhail Thompson and Hunter, attorneys at law, and the Driggs Mortgage team. Now you have to wonder what the teams talked about in the break during the between the halves. I think obviously if you're the East coach, you're trying to get this team moving and get them in front of goal like this and get a shot in. Like, nope, not that. That's very lucky that wasn't a foul. Whereas if you're the Maple Mountain coach, can you really defend a one-goal lead for another 40 minutes against this East team? These teams are very similarly placed in the UHSAA rankings. Oh, risky one. Great save. That's one thing you can definitely say about Maple Mountain. They have great goalkeepers, two great goalkeepers at least. So a long clearance. And Maple Mountain hook it, send it forward, but they get the free kick for the nudge on the back. Yates with a long one into the box. It's about to run. Fryers there with the head. Beauty. Absolute beauty. What can I say? That was just beautiful. Yates with the long ball forward into the box. Fryer running forward. All she needed to do is get the head to nudge it on with a little bit more power, and the goalkeeper was beat, and that's just what happened. Absolutely fantastic. Minute and a half into the second half. Well, what a great day. I suppose we shouldn't be saying that before the end. East working to keep possession. Looking for the pass forward. East playing in white from left to right. Trying to link up their passes. They go across in front of goal again. Will they get the space for the shot? Nope. But, oh dear. Right on the edge of the box, that's going to be a free kick. I was going to hope for the time to say Maple Mountain playing in dark colours, black with gold and red trim. Oh, we've an injured player. Maple Mountain's Anna Salisbury limping off. Coach helps her off. Looks like her left foot is, she's got a bad pain in her left foot, can only stand on her right. So the referee will position the wall for this free kick, but this is a very dangerous one for Maple Mountain. It's got the power to the centre. Yes. Oh, great shot. So I should say it's quite hard to find the Maple Mountain, not the Maple Mountain, the East players on their team roster because it's in alphabetical order of player name. Whereas when you're doing coverage of the game, it's much easier to find them in numerical order. Nevertheless, Dean Savannah scores from a free kick for East. So Maple Mountain still only one ahead. Out to the far side. Keeping possession, linking the passes. That had to be run in on. That might go out for the throw, yes it will. Maple Mountain will have the throw on the far side. Taken quickly. Everyone's struggling for it. And that'll go out for the East throw. Taken quickly. Referee holds it back. Repositions it. It's taken too far ahead. Put out again by Maple Mountain. That's playing safe. And again. Gotta watch this if it gets close enough to the box. East with the throw. Just on the edge of the box. Front of the box. Touched by the defender. Shoulder charges perhaps there. That'll go out. East will get the throw. Maple Mountain breaking away. Good timing. Fryer going forward. Scorer of both goals so far. Nelson puts it in front and it's offside. Liggett. That was a great breakaway attack from Maple Mountain there. So it's going to be a free kick. Referee holding it up. And on. Maple Mountain. Fry there. Takes a left. Looking for space for the cross. She's got Nelson in the centre. Tries to put it through. Nelson puts it up in the air. The clearance doesn't work. Fryer again. Swain drops it back. Loose. And it's all the way back to the defence. And that'll go out for the throw-in to East. Good covering by Maple Mountain. Keeping the links. Swain. Lewis. Long one forward. Nelson's there, it's about to run. She won't make it, but it goes out for the throw. Maple Mountain. And it's caused some obstruction there. Far side linesman was seeing it, indicated to the referee. East with the throw. East with the free kick. Beg your pardon. That's what I call a clearance. Stays in the field though. East tries to put it into the centre. They can't make it. Maple Mountain trying the break again. And it's a free kick. Play on might have been worthwhile with Fryer in possession, but nonetheless. Referee's pushing it back. That should be about the place there. Wise move would be a long one forward. Worry about it later. That's what they go for. Still have it. Into the centre. Swain. She goes forward. Fry there. Needs to make her own way. She's in front of goal with the shot. Takes a deflection. Nelson's there. Can't beat the keeper. And before the clearance, we'll get a substitution. We'll get it. Actually, we're going to have the. Actually, we had a player from the East team. Looks like she was hit in the face, and the coach was asked to come on to help her off. Looks like that was Baczarowski. Referee's still holding the game up though. Fans a little worried about what that means. The substitution will take place since there's a spare time, with the score standing at Maple Mountain 2, East 1. And the referee calls game on. Long clearance. Pushing it back. Referee blows for it. East get the free kick. Maple Mountain have shown that, well, okay, it's a tough game. You can't deny that, but Maple Mountain have shown that they can beat this team on the ground. They don't really need to push people out the way. And a long one forward. That's the kind of thing I meant there. They can clear the ball. Oh, that's going to be dangerous. Yellow card. And Anna Lewis takes a yellow card for the free kick on this near side. These players down on the ground. Referee checks her condition to decide whether or not to bring on the coach again. Looks like she's able to get up. Referee looks to his watch to recover the time. Maple Mountain have a wall up. That'll be repositioned, I'm sure. This is a kind of ball that, or the kind of position that East scored from. And here they go. Oh, straight to the wall. Maple Mountain make the break. Fryer running away with it. Running away with it. Look at that. Oh, she loses it in the end though. Long ball forward. Maple Mountain is still there. Yates to the near side. Denton can keep it going. Maple Mountain. Shoulder on the challenge. It should have just been the ball. Webster. There's another free kick. The last thing Maple Mountain need is lots of free kicks this close to their own goal. So, referee positions a wall. That's going to the far side, most likely, curling away from the goal. Barely any wind. It is out of the west now, but up that end of the field there's barely any. Yep. And the clearance, Fryer again. She goes with it. Takes a run again. Still has it. Long one forward. Nelson's going. Out, that'll go for the throw-in. Well, everybody thinking it's their throw-in. Oh, trip. Referee awards a throw to East. And it's the near side linesman saying it's a free kick. The referee, I believe, thought it was for the throw. And referee having to have a word with the those supporting. So free kick. Half an hour left for East. East having trouble linking it all up, but they're still going forward. Shot. Oh, well covered. Back against the post, but well covered in the space again. Can't credit her enough. She gets a goal kick. Maple Mountain. The low ball from the goal kick to keep possession. Fryer working to control it, keep possession. Swain, long one forward on the right. Cut through. Jackson trying to find the ball again. She still got it, but loses it in the end. Got to be careful when the ball's coming back like that though. They drop all the way back so that Webster's there for the pass. Right out to the near side, Denton. Fryer on the left. Cuts into the box. Crosses it in front of goal. Just needs a touch. Oh, beautifully done. Looks like it would be the goal kick. Ali Fryer brilliant there with the work on the left side to clear the defence and then get the ball in front of goal. Oh, there were two players there that might have touched it. Bad luck that they didn't, but brilliant work. And that took the deflection. East got the throw. Referee's had enough of the pushing. East then with the free kick. Long one spinning forward. They can't clear it. Maple Mountain can only send it out for another shot, but it reaches Fryer. Jackson. Webster. Nelson, in fact. She's got to beat the defender. Fryer again. That'll go all the way back. Defence has it. Drop back. And forward again. Now they have the space. Long one needed. That'll go out for the throw. Maple Mountain. Denton. Long one up the line. Nelson. Fryer. Fryer again and gets in front of the defence. Puts it behind the goal, well, not behind the goal, but in front of the goal, I suppose, from our point of view, but behind the her own position. Swain into the corner. This is one of the places where Maple Mountain play really well. That'll go out, but it will be for the East throw. Oh, and it's a foul, in fact. Free kick. Maple Mountain get the throw. Need to link up the passes now. Doesn't happen, but that pass is long and cleared. Maple Mountain bringing the team back. Got to be worried whatever East have got down at their own goal. They try and head that on into the centre. And the shot. Carroll's away for the goal kick. So judging by the play, I think I'd want to do anything to get the ball to Ali Fryer on the left side. Substitution still completing. It's going to have to be covered and cleared. East with the throw. Struggling to find out what it is they want to do. They wanted it in the box, and that gets a clearance for Maple Mountain. They control it. Look at Fryer run. Came in on it, beat the player that she was with, and now she's run half the length of the field already. Tries to make some space, cuts forward. Nelson can't make it round, and that'll take the deflection, I assume, for... Oh, it went out for the goal kick. Minutes remaining in the game. Maple Mountain 2, East 1. East tried to head on, it doesn't work. Maple Mountain tried to work their way past that, doesn't work. That's got to be the push. Free kick to Maple Mountain. Denton will take it. She's fired down the line on the left. Referee repositioning the ball. Going into the centre by the looks of it. Webster can't reach it. Another bit of rough play. Free kick to East. Referee takes a bit of time to note it and gets the game going. Long one, but it goes out. Get the sense Maple Mountain are taking their time a little. All those passes linking up for East. They're now one-on-one going towards goal. The goalkeeper's there. But the Maple Mountain defence is there. And the clearance. East come again. But that'll go out. East get the throw. Still in play. Denton then. Just got Fryer down the line. Long one. Kneed out by East, giving Denton the throw. Nelson. Yates. Lewis. Out onto the far side. Ashman. And it goes out. East get the throw. Out again for another throw for East. And they keep possession. Put it out to the near side. Denton's there. Needs to be cleared. And again. Good boot. And the free kick. Long one forward going left. Aiming for Fryer. He's going forward though. Denton on the near side. A lot of struggling. Fryer gets it. Too many players on the deck. East with the free kick. And the head puts it out wide. Will it go out? Yes, it goes out for the throw. Fryer's going to be taking a break. Swain clears it. Another throw. East try for the long one into the box. Maple Mountain stumbled over, but well, they were struggling to clear it anyway. Yates. Into the centre. Nelson. Yates. Yates loses it. Long one forward, closed off. And cleared. East look like they're fighting for it, and Maple Mountain look like they're defending it. And that'll go out for the throw to Maple Mountain on the near side. Liggett can't keep it. East can't make the links. Down the line it goes. Liggett can't reach that, but it goes out for the throw in anyway. So it'll be a throw in on the near side for Maple Mountain. Denton taking it. on, down the line. Jackson into the box, loses it, gets it again, needs enough space for a kick. Yates coming in on it, blasts it over the top. And the goal kick goes to Maple Mountain. They put it out wide to the right. Still have it more or less, but not quite. East going down the line. Dangerous, that's going to be... Yep. And the red. So, East with the free kick. Sun's in the goalkeeper's eyes now. Referee taking his time making the notes, but Maple Mountain are playing with 10 at present. Because of the red card. Free kick then for East. About the defence now for Maple Mountain. Spinning to the far side, doesn't get the clearance. The shot's there. Oh, what a save! And the clearance. Well, let's hear it again for Hearn. Now we'll go out again for another throw. East. Oh, this has got to be something to worry about now if this keeps happening. Another red card. Referee brings on the East coach. And some assistance from Maple Mountain itself. This may take a while to deal with, so let's remind ourselves that this is the second round of the state finals, and we're in the 5A schools group. The second round game between Maple Mountain and East High School. The winner of this goes through to a quarter-final game between the winner of Timpanogos versus Alta, and the score stands at Maple Mountain 2, East 1, with about 15 minutes left in the game. Let me also remind you of our high school sports sponsors, the car guys at the Blue Diamond Auto Group, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling and Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Mikkel Thompson and Hunter, attorneys at law, and the Driggs Mortgage team. Now, we have what looks like the entire team's taking timeouts, so we'll take a break there and come back when the game restores. Well, let's hear it for the coach, father of the varsity there, taking the young lady off the field due to the injury that she's experienced in the game. We do hope that she is not seriously hurt or long-term hurt, but best wishes to her nonetheless. So it looks like a free kick just outside the box for East. Nine players for Maple Mountain at this time. Very dangerous. Referee continuing to take some notes. Looks like we're finished and checks with his assistants. Looks like we're going to position the wall as well. Very dangerous for Maple Mountain. This is how they lost the first goal. Blasted at the goalkeeper who smothers it. Well, if this game was won, it wasn't just won by the 9 players in black shirts. It was won in part by Heron and the wonderful goalkeeping that we've seen from her. Ball up in the air. Crucial here for Maple Mountain to keep control of it while they're still ahead. They can't really afford too much more of that. Coach visits the player again. Not sure what the coach meant by the broad arms there. She's okay or she's not walking again. I say that because I see the referee holding cards and not decided yet what to do with them. And it looks like the player down is up and running. East with the 2-player advantage at the moment due to the 2 red cards that Maple Mountain have experienced. Maple Mountain making a substitution, so the free kick won't be played until that's complete. Well, as long as the clock stopped, I doubt East are too worried about it either. So that hasn't restarted yet. We've still got 14 and a bit minutes. Game on. Curling in towards the goal. Goalkeeper has it. Heron again. Long clearance. Liggett can't reach it. And Maple Mountain will put it out. That'll be the throw. He's going forward. Long one towards the box. Well taken. Long clearance, long clearance. Past Liggett. Needs Fryer to be on it. Long one forward again. Not a bad idea for Maple Mountain to just... Oh, that's going to be a yellow. The referee's going to be taking time to complete the documentation of that, but with 13 minutes left, Ali Fryer goes off. On the yellow card, that is. That's one of the best players in the Maple Mountain team. On the other hand, she's not the whole team. East. Going for the box on the right side. It's headed clear. It'll go out for the throw. East looking to take it quickly, which they do. They still have it. They want to take advantage of those extra seconds with the more players. But they can't find a gap to make it through. Good defending. Needs a clearance. There it goes. That's just... Liggett will run for it, but at the end of the day, that's just put it in the other team's half and make them do all the work. Went out on the far side. Long one forward. No one there for it. He's coming forward. That's going to be a foul. How many fouls have East had? You rewind and watch. It's an awful lot. Referee has a word with the Maple Mountain coach. Shows him the yellow card. I think perhaps he's not happy about what's happening to his team on the field, but the truth is that he's got to obey the referee's decisions as well. East with a free kick with 11 minutes left, 12 minutes left. Long one, straight at goal. Touched over, will be a corner. More great goalkeeping there. Outswinger from the near side. No wind to touch it. Ooh, just saved past. What's the near side? What? Goal? Did I miss something? There must be a hole in the net for that to occur. Looked like it was safe from my point of view, but it must have gone through the side netting. So it is 2-2 here at Maple Mountain High School. Seen some of the Maple Mountain players asking each other to tone the level down a little bit and get on with business. They have a limited team. So East with possession, coming forward. They have the extra players. Make it into the space. Hand on the right. It's about to cross. Right in front of goal. Needs to be closed. The shot saved. Heron the heroine. It could easily have been 4 or 5 if it wasn't for Maple Mountain's goalkeeper. Liggett. Swain can't reach it. That's on the second chance. Drops it back. Goes through the centre. Long one forward. Liggett again. Puts it wide. And off into the corner. It's about to run. Maple Mountain beaten to it. But not sure what the referee's going to call with regard to the East player going down. Free kick. Throw in. Long one. Into the box. Just needs a contact, but not from the goalkeeper. Maple Mountain. They drop it back. Long one forward. Can't link the passes.
Go Mia! Run! Go Mia!
East now in front of goal. Too many defenders there. Ball's in the box, needs a shot. Saved, beautiful save. If you want to join in the round of applause, join in the round of applause for Maple Mountain's goalkeeper today. Corner towards goal. It's in front, needs clearance, boot, that's away, buys a little time. Another clearance, that'll go out. East will get the throw. And another throw for East. Long one down the line. That'll go out, but it takes a deflection, and that'll be Maple Mountain with the throw this time. They can't link. Friars back on the field. Needs a clearance. Oh, yes. Foul. Free kick to Maple Mountain. There's Friar. Did a good job to get in there and take possession, but it was too much to turn it around as well with the two players working on her. That'll go out for the East throw. That just goes up in the air. It might go out for the throw in at least. East with the throw in. Just in front of the box. They have one in centre. But the defenders there needs to get there a second time. Works it to the side. Still going. Down the line. No one there. Friars running for it like crazy. I mean, you know, with all due respect, that is some fantastic running from Friar. It's going to be the free kick. That one I think for handball. Denton. Just get Friar in the centre. Can't reach. Swain's there. Swain can't move it forward. Maple Mountain closing it off and clearing it. There's lots of that when it comes forward. Maple Mountain just closing the space, covering the gap to the ball, and then just putting it out to buy the time. Long one, but it's going to go wide. Plenty of time. Long clearance forward. Goes through Friar's legs. Maple Mountain with possession. Still working on it. Swain there. Trying to get it wide. East stopped and waited for that. East. Space on the right. That's where they go. Chance for the cross.
Oh!
Difficult to say, to be honest. The player was already there. And then the East player turned and ran into her. But it's a free kick for East on the near side, just at about the 4-yard position, 3-yard position. Very dangerous, right in front of goal if it goes up in the air. This is as good as a free cross. That's the way to take it. Goalkeeper's there, punches it clear. Not a great save. How many times can I say it? How many times can I say it? If Spanish Fork Cable is giving out sports medals, then one for the player of honour I've seen so far this year, without a doubt, is Micaiah Hearn. That's my vote, at least. So over on the far side, Fryer nudged off it, and the clearance puts it out for the Maple Mountain throw. Long one forward, doesn't reach Swain. That'll go out. East throw. About 3 minutes left. Referee having a word to think about the position of that. Retaken. Now goes out. East throw. The throw east goes north. And that's going to be the... Well, that's, in some respects that's a shame because East had a player running in on goal, but nonetheless, it's a free kick. Couple of minutes to go. Maple Mountain 2, East 2. And game on. Low in front into goal. That'll go by. Referee says corner. East were just looking for the deflection to beat the goalkeeper low and on the ground. Short one into the box. Shot. Saved. Did I say saved? Who by? And that'll go out for near side throw to East. Out again for a throw near side. East. Keeping it on this side. Go for the cross. One there. Oh, comes off the crossbar. Referee is saying free kick to Maple Mountain for the challenge as the ball was cleared. Looks like the Maple Mountain player is down, and assistance from the coaching team coming on are repositioning themselves to be able to come on, I think. I think the referee's a little bit had enough of the way the game's gone with hurt players. So, coaching staff come on from Maple Mountain to look at the player who's down. Can't see the number from here, but she was challenging to clear the ball, and then there was a Maple Mountain, an East player with her who kicked up and under from the same position and rolled her over in the air, and she fell. Did I hear the final whistle blow? Referee and his assistants are both on the field now. The teams are off, so I assume that means we're at 2-2 at the end of the game. There's 30 seconds left on the clock, but I heard the ref blow the multiple whistles. The Maple Mountain player being assisted off. She doesn't have to be carried, but she's got shoulders to support her. We'll see if the referees move to the official's position, because if they do, we'll assume that it's end of the game, the first 80. Both teams off the field, referees at the far side but not off the field. They seem to be having a discussion. I'm sure that our officials, Dave Wright, Ken Bryson and Tim Gardner, both been concerned about the aggressiveness of some of the play, leading to multiple cases of players down needing assistance from the coaching staff. Looks like the referee having a word with the coaching staff for Maple Mountain. One thing that's got to be said is that it's his clock that's the final word. So if he has blown for the end of the game, we do have to reach a conclusion, but the 26 seconds on the clock on the scoreboard probably don't matter. Right, the referee is organising between the teams, with the score standing at Maple Mountain 2, East High School 2. We have a goalkeeper from each side. That's looking like penalties. And the referee just tossed a coin. But of course, is it true for both teams? I think it's the case that the goalkeeper is a captain in both teams. It's certainly true for Maple Mountain. Looks like we've got some extended play, if I understood the gesturing of, 10 minutes of extended play. Then we'll go to penalties, I believe. Well, when you think about how this game started, is 10 minutes enough time to score? Well, it was 22 minutes into the game before we saw the first goal. It was 20 minutes after that before we saw the second. So the chances of either of these teams scoring against the other in 10 minutes, they're going to be really playing for it. Well, with no sign that the referee is going to immediately bring the teams out, he's going to allow a break. We'll call a break ourselves and remind you of our high school sports sponsors, the car guys at the Blue Diamond Auto Group, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling and Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Mikkel Thompson and Hunter, Attorneys at Law, and the Driggs Mortgage Team. And we'll come back when the extended play continues. Well, the teams come back on the field for extended play with 10 minutes on the clock. The score standing at Maple Mountain 2, East High School 2. Looks like Maple Mountain have the kickoff. I was saying before we broke that I wonder if either of these teams can score in 10 minutes. Let me just check. How many players do we have on the field? We still have 9 players, so the red cards are still in application. East have the big advantage. Can they use it? Denton there. Long one down the line. Looking for Fryer. Fryer's on the run. Fryer's running away. Good work by Fryer to overrun it, make the defender stop. Oh, please. I mean, I know we've seen it from both sides, but in fairness, that was an outrageous tackle. So, yellow card faced by Huntsman from East. Free kick just outside the box. Looks like that's expecting to go a long way. Denton then with the free kick. Fryer's way on the far side of the goal. Referee repositioning the wall with the help of the those spectating. So this is a chance on its own on the near post. If the ref would allow it. Game on. That's where it goes. Just gets a punch. Clearance and run now. Doesn't work. Maple Mountain now. Stop it, control it. Pushed off it. What's the referee saying? 2 players, Fryer and one from East. He's having word with both of them. Don't see what the complaint's about in the box, but as it was leaving the box, but perhaps there was something being said behind his back that he stopped to have a word about. So free kick it is. Maple Mountain have it. Lamont will take it. Similar to the previous one. A little more angle towards the goal. Game on. Up and over. Goal kick it is for East. Maple Mountain trying to work it forward. Keep possession. Looking for the passes. It's harder when they are playing against more players. Everyone. Oh, kick against the leg. Wasn't a foul, it wasn't intentional, but the leg was there. Fryer. Into the box. Doesn't make it. And the clearance. Very, very defensive there from East. That's going all the way. Won't quite go out. Maple Mountain put it out to buy the time. Referee holds it up while some substitutions take place. Maple Mountain get back. Long one down the line. And it takes a deflection off and out for another throw to East. They go into the box. They've got space in front of goal now. Can't make the shot. Clearance needed. Takes a deflection back into the box. Needs to turn. Can't make it. Oh, good work. Maple Mountain with the clearance. Fryer's up there, but she's on her own. East trying to build. And the clearance. Puts it out for another East throw. Maple Mountain, in fact. Didn't see the deflection, but nonetheless, referee and the linesman. Fryer there. Can't get past. He's coming forward, but that's too long. They'll get the deflection on the clearance, which will give Maple Mountain the throw. Going down the line. Long one down the line. Fryer can't put it other than touch with the head. But she crosses the field following the ball the whole distance. Oh! She's got to take some care. Ref goes for the second card. Yep. Red card for Ali Fryer. She was challenging very seriously for the ball. She wasn't trying to hurt anyone for sure, but she was never going to make the ball. East then. Eight players for Maple Mountain, and they still aren't being beat.
Haley, possession.
8 against 11, let's put it that way as well. So the referee completes his notifications. Gets the game back on. Needs a save. Beautifully done. Heron asking everyone to get forward for the kick. Long one. That'll go out for the throw. Tibbles doesn't take it. Webster will. Referee having another word with the Maple Mountain coaching staff. He's got to be concerned about having to have felt the need to send off 3 players. And a throw. Long one. The head forward. Doesn't take it anywhere because there's no one else there. East can't link the passes. Maple Mountain can so far. Still have it back at the back. Long one forward is just into space. Taken away though. Yates keeps possession, drops it back. Lamont with the long one forward. It's about the run. Some concerns about the Maple Mountain player that's down. Referee holds the game. Brings on the coaching staff. Unless his linesman's on the far side, his assistant's got something to say on the topic. I doubt he'll be in a position to say anything that the Maple Mountain team are hoping for. He does have a word with the East playing team. Not sure what he'll do here. Drop ball. Looks like it. Still have coaching staff on the field, so it'll be a moment before that takes place. Score still standing at Maple Mountain 2, East 2, and Maple Mountain playing with 8 players. 5 minutes left in the period of extended play. I think you'd have to say if you were deciding which goalkeeper you wanted to face penalty challenges, it would definitely be Heron. So Maple Mountain make the switch because of the injured player. Referees still conversing with the teams. Talking to the whole East team by the looks of it. Referee checks the field's clear, lifts the ball, and it's a drop ball. And that'll go out. East get the throw. Down the line, but that should go out. The long throw again. Not sure what the referee's concerned about on that, but it is, by the looks of it, a foul throw. Long one. No one there for it from East. Is that tiredness? With the extra players, you thought they'd at least be up with the defence. Trouble with those long throws, as great as they are in getting the ball, I mean, from the point of view of getting the ball well out the way of the location of danger to Maple Mountain, they don't have enough players forward now because of the red cards that they can make much use of them structurally. That'll go out. Referee says a corner. No, throw. Thought he pointed up. Not to worry. The best game here for Maple Mountain probably is the penalties. East in front of goal with a shot. That's not going to beat Heron. Bada boom. Way up there. That's all the attack that Maple Mountain have at this point. Just get it into space up front and have Yates run for it. It's hard when there's 3 defenders up there as far as you're concerned. Oh. He's in the box, can't be fouled there. But the trip on that one. Goal kick. Two minutes remaining. It'll be a goal kick. Oh, 2 minutes in the bin. Who is that? Denton? Webster. Ah, see what it is. Both teams are taking their timeout, so we'll indeed stop here, and I'll remind you of our high school sports sponsors: the car guys at the Blue Diamond Auto Group, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling and Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Mikkel Thompson and Hunter, attorneys at law, and the Driggs Mortgage team. We will be back when the game continues after the timeout. Welcome back. We're going to have a second period of extended time, and the referee brings the teams back out on the fields. It's David Mayer here for Spanish Fork 17. The score standing at Maple Mountain 2, East High School 2. And that's in the second round of the state championship, the UHSAA championship. The winner of this game goes on to play the winner of the Timpanogos versus Alta game, which we've heard the score from now. That game was finished in the normal 80, and it was Timpanogos 2, Alta 1. So both teams played well. Timpanogos didn't run away with it, but it does mean whoever wins this game plays at Timpanogos in the next round. So we have another 10 minutes of extended play as it turns out. Can we get to sunset? East with all the extra players at this point. Nothing forward for Maple Mountain. Their best chance at this point then is to just boot it as far as they can into the opposition half and take their best shot at penalties. That kind of thing, except more in the direction of the opposite goal. East with the throw. Being held. Substitution was taking place. So the ball goes back for the throw in. East put it up in the air. Maple Mountain put it out for another throw. Taken quickly. Maple Mountain on the run. Can link up with it. Another chance on the run. Try and keep possession. Put it out into space. Boot it forward like I said. Just make East do the running. East linking up. They go forward into the gap. It's being closed. Was closed well. And the shot. Heron's there for it. Superhero Heron. Long one forward and away. Just the kind of thing I'm thinking that Maple Mountain should play. Make East work the distance. So East coming forward. They'll have the majority of the possession now. Long one into the box, closed off, booted forward, and out that time. Far side linesman showing flag to the referee. They have Maple Mountain have a player down. Coach goes on. I believe that's what the referee was whistling for. But nobody comes on. Maple Mountain showing some grit. And they have the free kick, so it'll just be long one as far forward as they can make it. Yates is still up there, but I don't think that's going to link well. Maple Mountain have possession, trying to work away with it. Doesn't happen. Trip, but not a caused one. And that'll go out. Substitution taking place, so it'll be a moment before the throw-in, which is Maple Mountains. Taken quickly to be retaken because the substitution wasn't complete. There we go. Not sure Maple Mountain can afford 2 players forward. Boot. That's what they need. That'll go out for the throw to East on the near side. Maple Mountain, let it go out. Maple Mountain, need the clearance. Don't get it. Turn puts East in front. Of goal, that is. Oh, bad kick against the shin. Free kick to East. East with a free kick in front of goal, just outside the box. Referee positions a wall. They're protecting the far post. This will go to the near and over. Goal kick then for Maple Mountain. Second period of extended play. Long one away from their own goal is what Maple Mountain have done. He's put it up in the air. Yates is there. Can't get it forward. East in the box. In front. Offside anyway. And a great save, let's not forget it. Long one. Maple Mountain with possession, going forward. It's all about Yates now. She's on her own. Free kick to Maple Mountain back on the centre line. Best chance, this is one of the best chances Maple Mountain will get now, because with so few players, from there they can put it into the box. There'll be 3 or 4 defenders, but there might be 2 forwards instead of 1. These guys have all got to get back. 3 forward. Up in the air it goes. Head goes the wrong way. Now it's about the run. There's 4 defenders back. In some respects the foul might have been considered worthwhile there, because it stops play when they're being beaten in terms of position. East with a free kick, long way from the Maple Mountain goal. Couple of minutes left on the clock. Backspin. Maple Mountain put it out. That's all they want. Throw into East. Taken short. They keep possession. Goes all the way back to the defence. Referee calls for a little calm. In front of the box. Maple Mountain are there. Both players go down. And the clearance takes a deflection, and it will go out for the throw into Maple Mountain. Maple Mountain completes the substitutions, make the throw short, and not complete some substitutions, not quite. Player going off hadn't quite left the field. Everyone repositions, having seen what happened. Needs a boot upfield, is what it gets. It'll go out. The East coach certainly very keen to get the ball back in play as quickly as possible now. I think he probably sees it the same way. If it's all about goalkeepers and penalties, you'd favour Maple Mountains keeping. Long one away. East going forward. And again, in front of goal. Takes a deflection. And that's another clearance. 40 seconds left. East with the throw towards the box. They try to take it up in the air, doesn't work. Maple Mountain make the clearance again. And the challenge there keeps it from going forward. East on the long run, in front of goal. Defence puts it away. Fans counting down the clock, and the referee blows the final whistle for the end of the extended period of play here at Maple Mountain High School, with the score standing very close between these two teams. It is the score standing at Maple Mountain 2, East 2. The goals all scored in the main part of the game, the original 80 minutes, and the extra extended play achieving nothing. Now it looks like we'll be going to penalties. The referee will have a word with the teams about that. So we'll take a break because the teams will. So let me remind you of our high school sports sponsors, the car guys at the Blue Diamond Auto Group, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling and Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Mikkel Thompson and Hunter, attorneys at law, and the Driggs Mortgage Team. Welcome back to high school soccer here at Maple Mountain High School on Spanish Fork 17. David Mayer, we've been here for a long time at this game. It's been very, very close. It's the second round of the UHSAA finals, with the score standing at the end of 80 minutes at 2 goals all, and the score standing at the end of 2 10-minute periods of extra time at 2 goals all. That means all the teams are assembling in centre field in the circle to take a penalty contest against both goalkeepers. The goalkeepers are up at the other end. They're using the goal that's in the shade at this point. And I was saying all the way coming up to this that I suspected that if we were either of these team coaches, which goalkeeper would you want to be coach of for this penalty contest? And I think it would be the Maple Mountain goalkeeper, Micaiah Heron. She's up there right now at this point in orange, and the first penalty will be taken by Pavlos as the sun sets over West Mountain here in Spanish Fork. Can they get this done before lights out? Still a hard thing to save, a penalty kick, but if somebody's got to save one for this to be different between the two teams, the one you'd expect it to be is the one in goal right now. And up. First one goes to East. And that's not to say that the East goalkeeper is not a good goalkeeper, but the standout of the two was certainly Heron. I believe it's a limited set first, and then a knockout if that fails. I noticed there are at least 2 sets of crutches on the field at this point for Maple Mountain players. Second penalty to Maple Mountain. Goes in. Barely. The keeper had it, but didn't control it. Went under the keeper, kept spinning and continued with its momentum and went through and into the goal. 1-1. And penalties. That was Salisbury the scorer. Oh, it's a good shot though. Heron went the right way, but it was a long one right to the edge of the goal. Howell to take the next one for Maple Mountain. A little bit of dusting going on before placing the ball. Howell with the penalty for Maple Mountain. Wow, sent the goalkeeper the wrong way and planted it. Heron comes back up for goal, and East with their third kick, with the score standing at 2-2 in penalties. And the kick goes away. So Maple Mountain with the second kick of the third round. And it'll be Denton taking it. And the kick is away. She knew it was going in before the goalkeeper stopped. I heard her yell sweet. Put it up and away from the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper was going horizontal. Fans and players supporting Mackay Heron in the goal. Fourth round. Oh, and it's over. This is a big chance. So while we have a moment, let me remind you that the winner of this one will play the winner of Timpanogos versus Alta played today, and that game will take place at Timpanogos because they won and they're a higher seed in the UHSAA contest. So that means I believe we'll be recording up in Oramo on Thursday. We've yet to make the plans, but I think we'd want to follow this Maple Mountain team if they get that far, is the way I'd put it. Yes! So at the fourth round, it's Maple Mountain 4, East 3. And just to put it on the record, I was going to say who the scorer was, but I don't see the number on the team roster. Yes! That's it. they can't be beat now, so it's over. Maple Mountain are through, and due credit to Micaiah Heron, they wouldn't be here at all without her. But she's the one who saved that, put it away, and that was that. So we have the way this game worked out here at Maple Mountain High School in the second round of the UHSAA contest, state contest, was that both teams were about matched in terms of their rating, their ranking within the state system. Maple Mountain were 7 and East were 10. They played back and forward for the whole 80 minutes, 2 goals each, 2 for Maple Mountain in the first half, 2 for East in the second half. Played 2 periods of 10-minute extra time, and in both of those cases the results were no score, bearing in mind that it took 20 minutes for each team to score a goal in each of the halves when they did score a goal. Then a 10-minute period of extended play maybe isn't as much as it looks. That took it to penalties, and what we saw was that our expectation was that what we would see is that it would all come down to goalkeeping on the part of Maple Mountain, because Micaiah Heron had shown such great skills during the game. It would have probably been something like 6 or 7-2 if she hadn't been such a great goalkeeper. So the end result being then that in the penalty shootout it was Maple Mountain 4 and East 3 at the end of the 5th round, so there was no need for the 6th round. Maple Mountain couldn't be beat at that point. The team's just saying their congratulations and good nights. The sun has passed over the mountain, so before we finish for the day, I'll remind you that our high school sports sponsors do the good job of helping us put this together, and those are the car guys at the Blue Diamond Auto Group, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling and Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Mikkel Thompson and Hunter, attorneys at law, and the Driggs Mortgage team. David Mayer is looking forward to seeing Maple Mountain play at Timpanogos.